Howdy, howdy again, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of SimAirport in early access. This will be part one of our Two-fer Tuesday this week, but it's Thursday, A-Train. Yes, that is a very astute observation, viewer. Thank you for noticing, unless you're not watching on Thursday. But it is Thursday as I record this, that being because, well, I tried Sunday, I tried Monday, and tried about 6 other times on Tuesday, then tried some more yesterday, which would have been Wednesday, to record this episode. And we were having some technical issues with my recording software, where that I was having glitches with the frame rates and stuff like that. And so it was overloading, logging, whatever the heck. And well, it turned out if you're recording stuff, you really, and you're already kind of pushing your laptop to its limits, you may not want to have about 8 different YouTube videos open and just in hold or pause mode on in your Explorer or Firefox, as it were. And I did, and that seemed to be the problem. So yeah, double dumbass on me.
Double dumbass on you.
All right, so here's where we are. Now we've wasted a couple minutes going through all that mishmash. We have a medium runway. We have an extra large gate. All right. We have a medium hangar with 3 carts, and we have a terminal. Ta-da! All right, hooray! Our schedule. Well, here's part of the issue. Oh, I made an adjustment to the UI, which made it smaller, which kind of I think looks better. It takes up less of the screen now. All right, let's see if I can stretch this out. Look at this, I can stretch out and basically get the entire day's flight schedule on the screen at one time. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of liking it. Let's see if I can stretch that. All right, well, that's basically got it. All right, we lost SparkJet. Why? Because our airline interest dropped below 60 or 58%, because it's somewhere in that neighborhood that you get SparkJet. Why did it drop, A-Train? That's a good question. What seems to be the problem, y'all, is something has changed in the background sim where packs are not getting through and boarding the aircraft quite as quick as they were before, or the baggage carts aren't doing their thing as quick as before. Needless to say, 7.3s are taking right at 90 minutes, maybe a little more, to turn. Okay? Now, we do have some taxi time, and part of the issue there is if aircraft are landing to the east, then they have to taxi all this way to get back to the gate, right? If they're landing to the west, then they're good to go, because it's a quick whoop whoop, and they're into the gate. You like that? It's a quick whoop whoop to the gate. All right, so that's a good thing. We're going to allocate some more time to the airplanes to make sure we alleviate this issue, because what's happening is flights are coming in late, or they're getting off the gate late, and it's negatively impacting our airline interest. We want to correct that. The 707s obviously are not turning in 90 minutes. So what we're going to do this episode is build a second gate, and we're going to move some of these flights around so we can actually open up their size on their time on the gate. The 7.6 we're good. It's actually a 2.5 hour window. I kind of want to reel that back into a little bit here. So let's get started with some construction, shall we? We have our gate A1. We're going to come over here to aircraft gate large. Boom. Gate 2, which it says XL, but it says aircraft gate here, and it says gate large. All right, so there's the gate, right? The next thing we're going to need to build is some foundation. Now, note that I have a little corridor that comes off the gate, and it goes up yaw. It's got to be 4 tiles wide. I think we're even. Yes. It's got to be 4 tiles wide. Why is that, A-Train? Because you have 1 tile that's wall, 2 tiles for walking, and 1 tile that's wall. All right? So any corridor, if it's going to be 2 wide, then you got to make it 4 wide. All right? So there's that part. Now, over here, we're not going to do all the fancy stuff yet. I'm trying to I don't like the fact we're $1 million in the hole. It doesn't matter because it's sandbox mode, but it bothers me because I would just assume be profitable. All right, so we're going to make this corridor 4 tiles wide. Again, 1 tile for wall, 2 tiles for walking, and then 1 tile for wall. All right, we'll do that to this point, and then here, we're going to take this down here, and we're going to make it 10 tiles wide. Because I've only done this like 8 times already.
9 times.
So I kind of know how this works. All right, so now we're going to turn our people, our construction hard hat types loose, and let them get busy. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put 1 more in here because we're going to actually put 2. We're going to put those 2 tiles there and that tile there. Just because it fills in little gaps. All right, we don't have to deal with it later. We'll come back and build the rest of this out later. And then the other thing we're going to do is go back over here to gate 1, and we're going to glass it in. All right, except this wall. I don't think we're going to glass in because I don't think people want to look at the storage space or the air traffic control tower. They want to see airplanes, so they're going to look out this way and what have you. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's get these guys moving. So this is what we're going to do this episode. We're going to build this up, and we're going to move the schedule around. Now, keep something in mind here. The time on the clock is critical because we're going to schedule some additional flights. And you've got to do that before midnight if you want them to be on the schedule for the next day. Furthermore, do not cancel a flight during the day if it hasn't come in yet. If it's still a few hours out, you cancel the flight, you'll lose the potential revenue from the flight, and you'll get hit with the cancellation fee. So you might as well make a little bit of money if it's already going to come in today. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be a little bit patient with that. All right, so our hard hat types. All right, now once this gate's up, this is good. So notice here it says requires at least 1 gate agent desk to be assigned. Well, we can't do that yet because this isn't built. Requires a door to the terminal. Now that's built. We can do that part. And then we just got the master idiot alert. Okay, so while it's still going, we're going to crumb down here. Yeah, Crumb. It's a place in Texas. Look it up. K-R-U-M. Just northwest of Denton. All right, we're going to drop that there. Next thing we're going to do is switch over to the build menu. Go up to the top, and go to clear. And we're going to start taking out some of these wall sections. Like that, like this. This one's going to have to come out, but we might as well wait till this one gets put in first. Now, see all that got put in? Boom, like that. We're going to take all that out together. We're going to take that one out right there because that purple line indicates where we want the wall to be. And now we've got all the space, so now it's secure. Now, it should have been secure the whole time, which would be good. I just didn't want to take a chance of screwing it up. Wait, hang on, we got 2 more. Boom, boom, clear that stuff out. All right, good to go. All right, good. All right, so now, oh, here goes the doors getting put in place too. So now we got a terminal door. All right, so now it requires at least 1 gate agent desk to be assigned. Let's address that issue by scrolling down here in the objects menu. I object. I could care less if you object. Let's put in 3 for this gate. All right, so I'm planning on not having anything bigger than a 7.3, maybe a 7.0 on this gate. We're going to put bigger airplanes over here like the 7.6 and maybe 7.8s once we get things up and running for it. Okay, so we're still going to try. Supposedly the devs made some changes where having your queue line end right here so that the people are coming right up to this. See the video, the computer monitor on the desk? That supposedly is the key point because that's where they like scan their boarding pass, right? Supposedly they've slowed that down. I don't know for sure, but that could be part of the reason why we're not turning a 7.3 in 90 minutes anymore. All right, so we're going to make a queue line here starting from that point. And I'm going downward with these queue lines. I went upward with these. Probably should have gone downward with them. I may switch that up. So there's one. Then we're going to make a second one here. These aren't very big. Again, I'm not anticipating flying big airplanes off this gate, at least for now. So we can just do this queue line. We'll just have 12 tiles per queue. Okay, so now we got to get those built. While we're waiting on them to deliver and build those, let's clear out this planning stuff because I hate how it looks over the concrete. It just icky. All right, gate agent desks are built. This is good. Now there should be a little master idiot alert come up for each of those saying, ding dong, you need to do something about it. There it is. All right, let's pause there. All right, so we need to assign the gate agent desk to gate. See how it says B1? Let's change that real quick. So there's like 3 things I'm going to teach you here. Hopefully that maybe you didn't know. All right, so how to change a gate name. So A1's here, B1 is here. We can click on this, and if you go down here, you drop down and just change this to A. Watch what happens to the 1. It automatically becomes 2. Done. All right, so that's cool. So that's the first thing. So now we got A1 and A2. Second thing, we need to, if you mouse over, it says requires at least one gate agent desk to be assigned in red. Okay, let's fix that. So we're going to take this, and it says required aircraft gate to be assigned. Well, imagine that. Peanut butter jelly time. So we're going to assign it to the gate. Now, we have some queue lines over here. All right, so I got this. I'm going to assign it just to this top queue line, but watch what happens. I'm going to go in a little closer because you can go a little closer. Okay, maybe I'm not going to go a little closer. Let me close it and get a little closer because this is a problem I've had. All right, here we go. Queue lines. All right, so I'm going to pull this drop down, and there's nothing in the drop down menu. Oops, that's no good. Let's zoom in one click. Assign to... Okay, so it says any packs. See how they're black? Black is any passengers. All right. Nothing in the window. Oops, what's the deal? Let's zoom in one more notch. Assign to any packs. All right, now we can assign it. Okay, so, and you may see it where these things appear and then poof, they disappear off the side of the screen or up to the top or to the bottom or wherever. Apparently that's just because you're not zoomed in enough. That's the fix. All right. So just zoom in a little tighter. You got to close out so you can zoom in. All right. We've got to assign this desk to this gate, and then we're going to assign this first class only. No, we're not going to do first class only. We already got first class. Coach only. Assign. Okay. Close. This one assign. I didn't assign it. All right. So now let's do that again. Assign. Okay. Blue is first class only. Green is coach only, and black is any passengers. So that's obviously first class or coach. All right. So we're going to zoom in on this one, and we're going to assign. Whoops. Wait. What? This one. Yeah. We're going to assign this gate agent desk to gate A2, and then we're going to. Whoops. See, there it goes. It disappeared. So we got to close it. Zoom in just a little bit. And we're going to make this queue line also, whoops, see, and that's what I'm talking about. Zip. You got to be really quick on the draw. I've managed to catch it before, but there's no point because I know what the fix is. It's kind of stupid. All right, there we go. Coach only, assign. Very good. So we got 2 coach lines, 1 first class line in this area. Let's get our Busy Beavers building again. Do some benches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Put one there, put one there, and we'll put one there. Okay, so now we got some benches, and we'll open that space up during the course of construction. Let's put that there. Actually, no. I want to put that there, there, there. Now, you'll see the method of my madness here in a second. There, there, and there. So what I'm doing there is just putting a garbage can at the end of each row. All right? And then I'm going to put, because you can't put the flight information displays up against the wall like this. I think you have to turn them, so you can turn them 90 degrees. And you can put them this way. But you can't have them that way. So that's kind of stupid, because it's the same as this way, effectively. Because you can't really tell what the back of the board is. You know what I'm saying? It looks the same. All right, so we're going to put one here, one here. We're going to put one here. And one. Huh. Is that what I want to do? It's kind of what I want to do, but I think I'm kind of, well, no. Okay, that, I think that's going to do. All right, now I'm going to come get some plants. Why plants, A-Train? That's kind of silly. Well, yes, but plants improve the environment in the terminal, okay? So let me show you this in case you missed this during the tutorials or what have you. All right, let's scroll over here to A1. See, I got flight information displays everywhere, all right? In fact, here's the better representation. We're going to show you baggage claim. All right, so here's the flight info display. If I turn on reports and go to the info heat map, watch. Boom. See that bloom? That's the area of influence around that particular flight info display. Well, looky here. Hey, we have a lot of influence in the gate area. Why? Passengers sit there. What are they doing? They're sitting, and while they're sitting, they're absorbing that. See how needs information? The second thing, boredom is not being calculated yet, so just forget that that's there. Because if I mouse over a PAX, you'll see boredom, and if you look closely, there's frustrations in the middle. Look down too. There's money, then the boredom. See how boredom's in italics? That's because it's not being, it's there, but it's not. It's not being calculated and computed as a whole yet, because I think they're still trying to figure out what to do with it. I think the electronic vending machines are going to be what helps take care of that. All right, so info, you can see though, one has a lot of influence. You put multiple ones together, you create a big bright blue area, right? And if you have seats there, well, guess what? Packs are sitting there. That's going to knock down their information need. All right. Likewise, if you go to environmental heat map, plants create green blobs. Okay, they're not as big. Let's see if I can give you an example. There we go. There's one plant right there. And so that one plant, you can see what the radius here is around it. All right, and then there's another one here. Here's another one here. All right, so it's good to sprinkle plants around your terminal, especially in areas where people are going to be loitering. If they're sitting, if they're standing in line, in a queue line, it's a good place because then it's going to have a longer term effect on them and be a more positive effect. Like security, people are going to be waiting in the security line here for a bit. What I could do is shorten this line right here and this line right here, just bring it back to these two tiles here, and could put plants and flight information boards there, and that would positively impact this side of the security lines. You see what I'm saying? You could shorten this to here. You're only losing two tiles. Really, that's an obscene long queue line for security, especially since I'm going to be adding more of them, but, you know, whatever. What matters is you being able to positively impact your passenger satisfaction by using the tools at your availability. And plants and flight information displays handle those things. They affect information and they affect environment. Cleanliness is affected by your number of janitors keeping the place clean. Like this red indication means there's something wrong in the bathroom. Something's on the floor, somebody peed on the floor, or there's trash on the floor. Let me see, turn pants. See, there's water on the floor, right? This is okay. This is water spraying from the sink. Watch this. You'll see water spraying from the sink. See how water spray? That's kind of a new feature, all right? But that water being, see the dirty floor indication? That's why there's a red in the environmental heat map there, all right? So janitors going to have to come along and clean that up. And then garbage, you need to have garbage bins here and there in the terminal, so they have a place to put their garbage so they're not dropping on the floor. Always have one in your bathrooms, okay? Next to the door seems like a logical place. Imagine that. And random places, like here's one, and then I put them at the end of rows. The only reason I didn't put any over here is I like having this double aisle that's 2 tiles wide. There are some along the wall here, so there's garbage bins everywhere for people to use, all right? If they don't have somewhere to put their garbage, they'll get upset. Okay, what else can we do over here, A-Train? Let's bring in 3 staff members. 1, 2, 3. Wow, they look like twins or something here. What just happened? Holy crap. They do look like twins, don't they? Except this one's got red lipstick and this one's got none. This one looks kind of Asian. So, annyeonghaseyo, or sawadee-kap, or konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? Whichever it is. And then she looks kind of European, so, or American. I don't know. They may all be Americans. Who cares? All right. So now we'll just push that button and they'll take their places at the desks. All right. And where do we stand? We'll fast forward. The delivery truck will come in and get held up. We've got to fix that at some point someday. We will. And he gets held up again. Oops, psych, you missed the bus. Ha ha. So now they dumped all the stuff out. Now they're going to deliver. Okay, so we got the second gate in, and we're going to be messing with the schedule here. So let's mess with the schedule here for a second. You know what? The lines kind of disappeared there. That's kind of odd. All right. So we're going to keep the 7.0 on gate A1, and we're going to move it up to 4:15, and we're going to extend it out to a 2-hour window. And then we're going to extend out the 7.3 to an hour and 45 minutes. All right. This is a morning arrival. We'll move this in here, and we'll move it out so it's 45 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes. A Forward Air, we're going to drop that down here. Pacific, we're going to move you up here. Wait, we're going to move it. Don't. Yeah. Autosave. Hello. Hello. Let's move you out to an hour 45. Move you out to an hour 45. A Forward Air. Let's put you there. Move you out to an hour 45. This guy's an afternoon arrival. We're going to put a Forward Air is kind of like, you know, it's almost like we're a hub for them right now. We're going to extend that. I'm going to put this one here. And this is a 7.3. Oh, wait. I need to back that up because this is a 7.0. We're going to move that to 2 hours. Actually, we're going to put it on this gate here. And then this one. Oh, you know what? No, we're going to put this one down here. And then have this one here. Or here. You've got to have a half hour between flights on the same gate, okay? We've talked about this ad nauseum. If there's an aircraft on the gate, you have an aircraft coming in. 20 minutes prior to its scheduled arrival, it's going to be scanning to see if the gate is available. If so, it will land 10 to 15 minutes before it's due to arrive. All right? So if its arrival time is noon, at 11:40, it's checking the gate. Is the gate open? Yes or no? If the answer is no, it goes into a holding pattern. And then it will keep checking to see when the gate is available. If the gate is available at 10 to 15 minutes prior, which would be 11:45 to 11:50, it's going to land, and then that last 10 minutes or so it'll spend taxiing. Depending on the distance it has to taxi, it may or may not arrive on the gate exactly at the time scheduled. Now, I think there's a new system in place, though. If you look, we'll mouse over the aircraft. See how it says scheduled arrival 10 a.m. minus 13? That means it landed at 9:47. It's scheduled to depart in 25 minutes, which is at 11:30. They've deplaned and cleaned. They've unloaded bags. Now they're waiting on baggage loading, which this is not looking good. This cart right here is probably on its way to load, and it's not going to get loaded in 25 minutes. Now, 75 of 79 packs have boarded. Let's go ahead and play this ahead here a little quicker. Yeah, he's going to turn in. He's going to load the bags and be done. We're going to get off the gate on time. Yes! We got off the gate 5 minutes early. Hooray! All right, that's good. That makes your airline look good, or your airport look good. All right, what else did we have? Oh, hey, we forgot one thing. All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Let's make sure you got this 30-minute thing figured out, okay? And if you try to squish your flights together, you'll get this yellow, hey, that ain't going to work alert, okay? 30 minutes minimum on an individual gate, okay? Don't try to make it any tighter because 15 minutes, you're already within the window and you're already hosed. This Rexicana, I'm not sure what I want to do with him yet. You know what? We're going to pull him up to there. Now, we've got to keep something in mind here because we're going to add at the beginning of the next episode, we're going to build out our schedule a little bit more. And we're going to add to our security and possibly ticketing. I haven't decided yet. I wanted to add maybe just 2 more security lines to help accommodate the increase in passenger throughput we're going to have because we're going to be doubling up flights. We're going to have 2 aircraft on the gate at the same time. That means these packs are going to show up about 1:30. These packs are going to show up about 15 minutes later, 1:45. Everybody's going to bum rush ticketing. Then they're going to bum rush security. If you can't get them through in time, they're not going to make their flights. They're going to get pissed off. It's going to make the airlines upset. You're going to lose money. You're going to lose flights. And boo, that's not the point. All right? So you've got to be able to handle your passenger throughput. So in our next episode, part 2 of our Two-fer Tuesday, on Thursday, we're going to take care of that. Okay? So I just want to check something real quick. Hey, that looks good. That's good news. All right. That's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So we've got stuff moved around here. And so basically the objective is going to be to have this gate up so it can handle 7.3s, A320s and whatnot, maybe a 7.0. And then this gate starts taking bigger aircraft like 7.6s and maybe even a 7.8. We'll see. It's got the facilities here to handle it, but we don't have the facilities here to handle it. Also, we'll need to add another baggage claim carousel, because these guys are going to be coming in and their bags are going to be checking in about the same time. So we'll fix that in our next episode as well. All right. The final thing for this one. So we added gate A2. I showed you how to change the gate. Showed you how to make sure we're assigned here, here, here. Look at one thing. Gate A1, using outdoor baggage services. Assigned to baggage depot, 1 candidate. Okay. Gate A2, using indoor baggage services. Not assigned to baggage depot, 1 candidate. All right. So we need to assign it. The indoor baggage services is the golf cart. You don't want that. All right. So we want to put this here. We're going to assign it here, assign there. All right, now we're covered. Now we can close it. Now it's using outdoor baggage services, okay? So we're all good. All right, that takes care of that, and that's going to take care of this episode of SimAirport in early access. I'm A-Train. Hey, I hope you liked the episode. If you did, please give us a like. Hope you learned some things. I hope I'm able to teach you a little bit, and that's making your gameplay more enjoyable, or, you know, maybe just giving you a different way to think about things, like this wonky roller coaster looking terminal design we're working on. You could build everything like this, or you could do something different and make curves out of squares, right? Because it's interesting. Anyway, give us a like. If you would, share us with your friends. We'd love to reach out to more people. And the general purpose of the channel is to entertain and to inform you and educate you on some of the things I've learned playing these games. So, with over 400 hours in the books on SimAirport, I might know a thing or two about it. Anyway, also subscribe. Hey, we got 80 plus subscribers now. Thank you. Hooray. You guys are awesome. And I'm working on putting out more content. I had to figure out how I janked up the video stuff, and I think I got that straightened out. So my apologies for not having videos out sooner. But I am working on intros, and we have 3 other games I think we're going to be able to put up videos for, and we'll talk about that more maybe in the next episode. So stick around for part 2 of Two-fer Tuesday on a Thursday here on the channel. I'm A-Train, it's over, and I'm out.